to use the GunMuse tag. You know why? Because it can't just be RogersRaiders.com/Discord. Think and pin the message. There we go. And I don't know, man, I haven't had much of a following for the, first of all, let's get out. Let's go to live chat. And let's pop out the chat. So I can see it. Close. And what I should be doing is working on some other stuff. Ken Gray, how are you doing? Ken, did you get notified or did you get dumped by YouTube? Because this is not my normal genre of game. I'm just kind of curious because of YouTube's been playing around with me a little politically here lately, and I've been dinking around with new games. Yeah. Oh, you know what I should be doing? I should at least go and tell the scored people. Goons of Glory. You got notified. Are you a follower over for the Guns of Glory stuff? Is that what it is? Or did YouTube just said, hey, this guy's live, I think you'd like him? Because they're doing a lot of that. They're doing it to me. I've got some guy that I've never clicked follow on. I don't know who he is, but I've never heard him before. Now he's telling everybody, he's like, I knew FDX was a scam before anybody, and they're just dumping it in there for crypto following things. What the hell am I looking for? I'm looking for a window. There we go. And we are going to share, copy. Wow, the Lich King Classic. Plus some live talk. All right. It would help if I turn around and at everyone. Send now. Let's close that. And you guys can't even see. Can you see what I'm doing? You have to be able to see what I'm doing because there is the old stuff. All right. Let's go to this. And let's get into. I don't see it updating. You know what? I got something goofy. I got something goofed up here. Streamlabs. That shouldn't be showing me that. Windows has turned around and relabeled screen 1, screen 2 again. There you go. That was the same as last night's live, was probably all goofed up for the same damn reason. Done and done. Now you can see what we're doing there. On Guild Wars 2. Ready to start WoW on Guild Wars 2. I never played Guild Wars. I'm not even completely sure I understand what Guild Wars is. Yeah. To be fair, I don't know that I know what you're talking about, just simply because I never knew what you're talking about. Yeah, now getting ready to start WoW or Guild Wars. Oh, am I getting ready to? I'm starting WoW. Yeah, this is WoW the Lich King. One of the reasons I'm doing this is I think this weekend, if you've ever had a WoW account, you can start it back up for free. The What's with all the ruckus back here? Leroy says, "I'm being good. Don't lock us out." Then tell the puppy to be good too. The In some ways, it is better. Guild Wars. Guild Wars is better than WoW. I remember the splintering off of Guild Wars, but it was. I've always had the same problem with gaming that I have today, and that is if I'm gaming, I feel guilty because there's other shit I can be doing that's a better use of my time. You know, I'm old. While I game, man, I don't game like I used to. What was I looking at? Yeah, that now to make this your home. I'm playing on a PvP server because I was helping Son attack, and quite frankly, I got more into his damn clan than he's got into his clan. And so now I'm sitting there going, well, shit, if I'm going to do all this building, why aren't I doing it for myself? Wait a minute. Whoa, I missed something here. Yeah. It's one of those things where you got to break the habit of GOG because GOG's got a spin to it, whether you claim it does or not, or it's got an incredible devotion of time. If you're not spending money on Guns of Glory, you're devoting an incredible amount of time to it to keep up with the spenders. And neither of which is healthy. Yeah. Okay. Man, it's been so long. I had 18 maxed out level characters when I played this thing in retail. And it's sad how I can remember how many times I had to level all them characters. It's behind here, isn't it? It's behind. He's behind it in the field. Oh, see, it's at the other end. See, I thought I was at the other end of the forest, and I let the guide go. Oh, the guide says to go to here. It was giving me a guide point along the road. Should have been paying attention. I'd follow my own advice when I tell people that, when I build these shortcuts to things, I tell people, it's like, don't shortcut my shortcuts. Let me get rid of that. That means this thing's running down the road. That's what they used to. Here he comes. Ooh, he's a skull. Let's get off the road. Ha! Holy crap! Run! He aggroed from a long ways away. Man, Stitches used to be the shit, right? You got a blue weapon from him. I know that in Classic, he drops a white weapon because you got so many level 80s just come over and gobsmack him. Just to give their alts a weapon. He used to have the blue femur. You got Stitch's femur. Yeah. It's like, why did it make me run to pick up that one quest? Is why it made me run. Uh, Follow the road, turn the things, jitters, growling gut, kill, pygmy venom. Oh, they're along the river. Yeah. And dink. They are along the river. So you got to put some playtime into these games. You got to cast live to no one before you start getting some logarithmic advantage to where they start sharing it to people who may care. You can't just be up in one genre and just jump right in, which is kind of annoying. Look at how many of us drawing are out here doing this stuff. Everybody uses a guide. Wait a minute. Because you need to kill the pygmy spiders and they're down by the river. Is that a pygmy spider? That is not. That's a pygmy spider. Of course, I wanted the one I need to kill. Ran off. There he is. Let's see. There's something goofy about my interface from the way it used to be. Because auto attack used to be auto. Something. Somewhere you used to be able to tell, like, look, if you're attacked, swing back. And I think they turned that off to prevent some kind of botting system. Yeah, somebody's ahead of me. Uh, hmm. We got into big discussions last night. It wound up being a pretty good freaking live last night. From Groot158. Oh, look at that. I gotta always do the. We gotta do the mining. Oh, hold on. It was over here. It was in the river, wasn't it? Got my jewel crafting to do. There's the little bug about the frickin' classic is during the retail, they put a Jewelcrafter in Stormwind. But in class, what? I don't know what the hell just bugged out there. I didn't get shit. You get so used to running, you forget that you got a mount at level 20. Because when I did these quests originally, you never got a mount. You didn't get a mount till level 40. So you ran everywhere. The Hermit. So now it's kill everything that's in my way. Man, I haven't seen whoever's out here, but there's somebody over here killing everything in front of me. It bugs me to see these dual boxing things where this game is so much easier than it used to be. You get so much more XP than what you used to get for even doing solo work. I mean, I'm leveling really fast. Let's see, there's level 25 Night Elf Hunter. See, they're just out here spam killing shit. And here's the thing. Oh, that is a level 21. So he's getting a little bit of XP for it. Not a lot. Optimal is 3 levels below you for ease to kill. To get the maximum XP per hour, you want to be killing things about 3 levels below you. And I'm at 2 levels below me now, but I'm also about to... No, well, I just started this level. Pygmy spider. That's a vitamin wood spider. That's not what I'm looking for. I always did like this quest chain. This was a good zone. This was a hard zone originally. I mean, this really slowed you down in vanilla. Wolves at our heels. Man, I had to come in here and sit. The reason I'm sitting here playing games and doing this stuff is went out and worked in the old studio this morning. Got the big counter moved. I gave it to my dad. He's moving it up to the mountains. Going to put it up in the cabin. I got a great big 10-foot, what was a kitchen countertop that I turned into a store counter. Took both of us to move the damn thing. We had to break it into 2 pieces just to get it into the trailer. Yeah. One of us is going to have a heart attack. My dad's in better shape than I am, though. Hopefully, if the one's going to have a heart attack, it's going to be me. He's starting to feel his age. My dad's 70 going, we need to get a backhoe. Like, I've been saying I need to get a backhoe for years. He's like, I know, but I had to dig last year to fix the water, and I ain't doing it again this year. I was like, exactly. Whew. What the hell? So I got mining on this thing because he's a paladin, and I love my pally tank. I was a pally tank when pally tanks sucked, and I stayed a pally tank. I was never a pally healer, and I did it for all of vanilla when it wasn't called vanilla. It was just called World of Warcraft. And you had to learn dirty little secrets, and that's what I do in gaming, right? I learn dirty little secrets, Like I put a couple pieces of mage cloth gear on to tank Onyxia so that I could hold threat. Because I had the quest that was for Pallies and Warriors to get Onyxia's sword. And as far as I know, I'm the only paladin who ever got Onyxia's sword during the original game. Because finding 40 people who would go through the abuse of trying to heal a paladin as a tank at Onyxia, the because in order to finish that quest, not only did you have to tank Onyxia, the reason you had to tank Onyxia was she had to breathe. Oh shit, I'm out of freaking mana here. She had to breathe on the sword while you were tanking it. Uh, and it was like the longest 6 seconds in the freaking game. Look at all this crap that's dropping. All right, buddy, what you doing? What you bitching about back there? I got water somewhere. Guess I can't complain about how long it just took me to freaking get to the point of needing water. There we go. Mm. Like I said, this is so much easier than it used to be. It's almost autoplay. And then I'm doing things, that call it cheating if you want. I mean, none of my gear is freaking. I logged on to my level 70 and where's it at? Probably should do the same thing for myself. That's what I was really trying to get out of her. I need that intel buff. Somebody must be mining too, because I ain't seen a single mining node. Mm, does she not? Oh, if she's just skinning, I don't care. She can have everything, every one of it. Oh, that's a pygmy spider. I need him. She is someone who has read a page on the fastest way to level is to use a frost mage. And that's just not true. The fire mage is actually faster. Uh, the fire mage is faster because you can surprise everything. You do everything at max distance. You buy a couple pieces of gear off the auction house, and you are two-shotting everything. And then the time it takes you to go from mob to mob, your mana is regenerating. The the guides will tell you get a wand, all that other stuff, which is good if you're, you know, if you're running out of mana all the time. Yeah, you need a wand. But nothing's as fast as the fireball, and then you put a couple dots in there, and all you need is one little crit, and then the dots that happen from critting on fireball just make it go fast. How many of these wolves do I need? Is there any more mining that I can get over here? Wolves at our heels. This way. What else do we need to kill? This guy did 8-legged menaces. From Lord Elo. Did I miss a quest? I forgot to turn in a quest. Fuck. Okay, this says I need 12 dialects. Oh, it was 2 different quests. One for 8, one for 12. So I finished one of them. And I just need to finish the other one. You'd think they'd have respawned on me real quick. If I didn't want them respawning freaking one after another, they'd be all over me, right? Once I get to level 40, and I can't even remember why, something to do with the talents, but that's when you can switch over to protection and pally and start AoE grinding as a paladin and not die. And you can practice your tanking while questing, which is the only character you can do that with. And that didn't come out till they improved. Oh, that's a rabid. So I'm looking for starvings. Ooh, silver vein. I wonder if I can get that. I don't know if I can mine silver or not. I know as a jeweler I want to. I am getting all kinds of greens. I did too. I got that silver. All right. Black Widows. Oh, I know where I'm at. I've been wandering around in circles. There's a quest for these. Or there used to be. But I don't think I picked it up. We'll find out. Oh, he's a level 24. I'm like, what is with this guy parrying me, blocking me? I'm not sure when they added hit to the game. It used to be hit was a hidden statistic. All right. And it was hidden inside your unarmed skill. So, all right. So we'll go down here, go here. We'll take my weapon off. Make sure that weapon's somewhere where I can put it back on real quick if I need to. Unarmed skill is 6-7. Now, this used to do 2 things in the original World of Warcraft. One, this was your spell hit rate was in your unarmed. That's where they tied the number. Oh, look at that crap. So if you were a mage and you went and you leveled up, or a priest and you went and leveled up your unarmed skill, you were like the uber priest that no one could figure out how it come you were so damn uber. Yeah. You should do this anyway, especially before you get into raiding in case you get disarmed. Yeah. always good to have this up in case you get disarmed. Then at least whatever spells you're casting will actually hit. Yeah. Then we can cast a couple of those. Pygmy venom spiders is what it's showing me. Wolves at our door. There's another wolf thing. Let me go look at the actual quest log. You get lazy. Jitters, growling, gut. Bring me a feast, blah, blah, blah. Wolves at our heels. So I need 2 more starvings. That was all one quest. Okay. Oh, there's a pygmy spider. There's a starving up there. Let's quit dinking around here. There's a starving. There's a starving. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get everything I need all here in once, aren't we? Oh. Yeah. Do do do. Ba-da-da-da-da-da. Man, we are just gonna XP grind right up to 23. Done 9,000 XP since we started here. I'll tell you what, help you out there. Now see, that pally didn't turn around and put might on me. So it's running around with 2 pally buffs. I'm running around with 1. I just know that pallies are like super overpowered in Wild of Lich King. Only if you know how to play a pally are they considered quote unquote overpowering. Yeah. I can't tell you that when they decided that paladins were overpowered, how many of them didn't know how to cast a judgment? What the hell's a judgment? Or that you got to cast, that it's the reason we're always out of mana is you got to cast judgment and you got to put your seal back on. right? So you got to cast 2 spells to do one thing. And really, right now, this is so overpowered that it's just a force of habit. So if anybody else is feeling overpowered, they like, I don't understand why you do it. You can just swing your sword and it works just fine. And you can just walk through this game right now and just swing the sword. And because you got a heal, basically it's really hard to die. Oh, come here, you. No one invited the wolf. Or that wolf. You got to make sure you keep backing up. Because if they get behind you, they'll stun you. Gifted Naru. Throw down some little jewel crafting things for heals. I need to make some more jewel crafting stuff. Look at that. I can make one of those. But more importantly, I can make 15 of those. Holy crap. I can't tell. Are those gray? They're gray. Yeah, the board and sword, not a good idea early on in a pally. And then you can get into the habitual, like, well, ret pallies are so powerful. They are powerful. Uh, they're really powerful. They put down a lot of damage because you got to use really slow weapons to get them to do a lot of damage, which makes them a really slow weapon really crappy for leveling. Yeah, it's always 3-4 seconds in order to hit something. 8-legged menaces. That's the pygmy spiders. There should be more of them. There should be more of them. Maybe I'm about to get a respawn. There's some back there. That's a green recluse. I'll go across the river. The guide won't tell you to go across the river or go across the road. So if you go across the road, there's more pygmy spiders. Man, I should be able to cook up some spider food. Leveling your cooking is easier in Classic, that's for sure. The drop rate for the food stuff's a lot better than it used to be. There's what I need right there. Boo, boo, boo. Is there people still listening? I'm all by myself. Man, there's 4 of you listening. What's up with that? I'll tell you where the leveling gets to be crap, and that is Stranglethorn Vale. I think at that point, no matter which character you're leveling, tedium sets in. Because then it's just one grind quest after another. There's no real storyline. Oh, I'm out here hunting tigers. Go kill them for me. I'm gonna sit over here and drink beer. I decided to hunt raptors today. Go kill them for me. I'm gonna sit over here and drink beer. Oh, the depth at which these people went for storyline. Or what's worse is everyone going, the great storylines of World of Warcraft. You might have cherry picked the storylines because later on in World of Warcraft, there's a whole bunch of, this animal over here. We're here to conservational animals, and you should be picking up their shit. Bring me their piles of shit. And it's one shit collection quest after another. Because you can't kill the animals, just pick up their shit. Feed them and give them and pick up their shit piles. Bring them on over. Like, oh god damn. I'm so glad I don't have to pick up crap in my own dark yard. But now I'm going to be picking up crap virtually in game. Awesome. Hearthback. This guide is so old, it still presumes a 1 hour cooldown. Man, we ought to look and see what kind of crap dropped here. 4 strength, 1 agility. I got 4 strength, 2 agility. This is that quest I forgot to turn in. And the guide might be punishing me for it. Wait a second. We might do that. Forget to go upstairs? Is that what I did? Damn sure need to clean my bags. Done. am I looking for here? The chef, he's in the basement. What the hell? Let's do some bag cleaning here. Ooh, those are dropping sixes. Well, I gotta clean my bags up here. What's he doing? Seasoned wolf kebabs. Accept. Okay. And where do I need to send this stuff to? Okay, so send to GunMuse. You know, I think no Muse is the one that actually needs to. That. He needs those feathers. Send. And that is already done. I'll put that in the bank for safekeeping. Cadet boots, don't care. Milk we don't need. Eggs we keep. Sell that. And we're going to sell that. Sell that. Man, how many of the Murlocs? Okay, so no Muse. How many Murlocs did I kill to get that many damn eyes? That's a hard drop. I can come down here. Scroll stamina can come down here. don't remember if an engineer uses those or not, but we'll send them to it. Yeah, we got some prospecting thing to do here. Dump those. We ain't got no use for them. Make some gems. Tiger's eye at the tap. Bulging coin purse. Okay. The ever so boring bag cleaning. Supplies from Darkshire. I may need to log into that character shortly to get myself a bronze tube or Ghost Terror thread. You know what? We want to do this quest up here that no one does. They don't do it because you got to dink back and get a freaking tube, which is always a pain in the ass. And you had to kill ogres on the other side of the thing. It was a bronze tube. As I said, always a pain in the ass. Bring me a bronze tube. Where'd he go? Somebody put kings on me. I don't have kings yet. Okay, I'm inside. Log out. Let's go over here. Oh, man, my butt's killing me. I do not want to freaking go in and lay down right now. Although I probably should. Let me see. Where's the damn blacksmithing station? There it is. And my toolbar is a mess. What the hell? Would I DPS dead mines? No, I would not. Ah, What was I doing? What I would like to do is not be interrupted. They have this big thing called looking for group, right? If there's no one freaking asking the DPS dead mines, and what the hell? Okay, so I need some bronze bars. I'll bet you anything there's a bronze tube in this freaking mailbox. Seems like I made a bunch of them. But there's not. The real question is, do I have any 10? I haven't found any 10 lately. Smelt bronze too. Look at that. Got just enough. Smelt some tin. Bronze. Send. Go back in. All right, quick bio break. Sorry for those that are actually watching. Find the chat box, guys. Oh my god. And y'all stuck with me. What's up with that, man? I'm going to have to plug this in. Nobody's talked in chat in a while. You guys are just listening to me babble on. What was I doing? Oh, I was making a bronze tube. Would have been cheaper to go to the auction house and buy one. I got the gold for it. Would have been faster. Woohoo! I gotta clean my office. I was saying I was out there getting the other studio. We're getting stuff out of there. I almost got that studio stripped down to where I can I got to redo the floors. It used to be my automotive shop. I used to rebuild engines in there. And not for other people. When I quit the computer store and decided that I was going to move, I moved my computer repair to my shop off my house for a while because I just didn't want to pay rent anymore. It was like $6,000 a month to open the front door downtown. And I didn't want to fire all the kids that I put all the time and the training into. And I told them, I said, look, we'll go do this off the side of the house. And they're all like, who's going to come over here to get the things? I says, we're going to have a hard time getting people to go away. And you just need to understand that. And they didn't get that things. Like, I still have people, I've been closed for 11 years now. I still have people calling me. I never spent any money to advertise my business. Matter of fact, when I bought the computer store from another person, the first thing I did was kill all the annual advertising. It was a stupid waste of money. It's what people think they need to do. Oh, I'm in business. I need to go buy ads. You're in business. You need to work on your reputation. And your reputation can only be built by word of mouth. In other words, you need to do such a good job. The money that you would be spending on advertising, on radio ads or newspaper ads or whatever crazy ass thing that you think works, is better spent on the customer. That customer will turn around and tell 15 of his friends just how you went above and out of the way. And you can continue to do that for years and years and years and years until you get so big that you're hiring people. And then at that point, your quality will suffer because you're not the one providing it. It's somebody else. Man, I got a big old thing of coins in there too. Hey, there's the thing I was looking for. Hat materials. Oh, that ain't good. Wait a minute. There's bronze bar. Bronze tube. What else do I need? Weak flux. Okay, I can get that here, I think. Oh man, look at all this other crap here. We will turn that into enchantment materials. Excuse me. There we go. Now have materials. There. Okay. These toolbars are supposed to be identical between the tunes. And the updating of these toolbars in Classic has not been smooth. And it keeps disrupting and resetting my add-ons. What's the name of? Oh, You're My Boy Blue, which was my original Drawny tune, which was a shaman because we didn't have shamans until the Drawny came out. And so I built one called You're My Boy Blue. If you have any sense of humor, you'll know where that came from. And I'm not a Will Ferrell fan. I think Will Ferrell has comedically destroyed more things that I gave a shit about when I was a kid than any other comedian on the market. The his desire to make a mockery of comedies is horrendous. Okay, so what did I all pick up here? I got that, which is leather. Send. While I'm over here, oh, let's go inside before I forget. Disenchant. Can I wear that? Oh hell, I got all kinds of nice rings on. DE that shit. Man, I can't believe how no one's bought that crafted heavy shot. You know, I've got a hunter I'm building up. You want to talk about speeding up leveling your tunes? Buy the engineer's shot. It goes a long way. They've modified the crap out of everything. Wonder why I'm doing all these BOEs is because they are freaking so common drop BOEs that I've looked at the auction house and pretty much people that don't disenchant dump everything that's BOE on the auction house trying to make any gold. It washes all the greens out, and then there's only so many greens that are worth the shit. I think that is it right there. All right. Back to what I was doing. Log out. You're my boy, Blue. All right. I've been ignoring messages on LinkedIn. I probably should look at some today. It's Saturday. Yeah. Put this on the screen where you guys can't see it. Veterans of Foreign Wars. See, this is how out of touch the veterans of the VFW, the Veterans of Foreign Wars is. They're making an announcement. The first female commander of Rancho Bernardino. Well, my wife's been a member of the VFW for 20 years, and if she wanted to be commander, all she'd have to do is stop saying no when they try to recommend her to be the commander. Yeah, that kind of stuff. It's an administrative job. It's secretarial work. It's nothing to be glass ceiling about. Uh, you know, got that. All the stuff I'm reading you can't see. I'm just gonna bitch about it. Oh, I'm not bitching. I'm just bitching. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm supposed to be impressed. I'm not impressed. Yeah. I'm impressed with my wife just making chief in the reserves. You know, she's done 4 combat tours. She just now made chief after 18 years. Because that's 12 of those years have been under Democrats. Cutting funding. And everybody thinks president. It's not got nothing to do with the president. Got to remember, the Congress controls the purse strings. When they turn around and say, you, the military, can't have this money, or they allocate it, like, well, we just gave you $100 billion to the military, but you can only buy missiles from this guy who happens to contribute a lot of money in my campaign. You know, they don't ever tell you that crap in the news, but it's a revolving door for the military. That's why they used to call it the industrial military complex, right? It was the Democrats' industrial military complex. Yeah. Conservatives, on the other hand, want the best damn weapon we can get to make sure we don't have to put our asses in jeopardy. It's about kickbacks. Who's making money? Generals know that. That's why you got so many generals who are tied to the Democratic Party. It's not because of their excellent strategic command. It's because there's money in it in the after retirement. FTX Fires. Oh, what are you telling me, boss? John Ray is cleaning house at the top. Oh, well, who the hell appointed John Ray? There's a thing that no one's talking about. FTX was so corrupt with the Biden administration. Whoever's choosing the next CEO, no one should be assuming that that guy is any cleaner than the people they're cleaning out. If anything, I guarantee he's a goddamn CIA agent. Yeah, it's kind of like Rush Limbaugh dying. A CIA agent wound up taking over the Rush Limbaugh show. A CIA agent nobody had ever heard of. Buck Sexton. And I don't like Buck Sexton. Yeah, I don't like him at all. They suddenly came in there and destroyed the method in which Rush Limbaugh had been the number one radio show for 30 straight years. And then those guys went in there and says, we're going to do it like every other radio show and a podcast. We're just, you know, we're going to do that. We're not going to do it like Rush did. I'm like, you took over his show, you took over his slot, and you decided the man didn't know what he was talking about when he did it right for 30 years. That's some balls right there. It's also a lack of respect of what it is you're getting given for free. Oh, hold on. I needed that damn tube. I can't remember how to do this. You know what? Let's turn one in. I can't remember how to separate a stack. I thought it was shift click. You'd think they'd have gone in and fixed the elephant. Boom! Look to the stars. See, no one does the bronze tube part. Then you get the ogre part. Hey, we got some. We're gonna start reducing it. What do we? The first talents for the damn. I mean, you can really go into parry dodge to where you become unhittable. But he's already so hard. Why do you care? That's why you got to respec at 40, if I remember right. That's what the reduced mana cost. Wait a minute. What is that? What is that quest down there? That's the Worgen and the Wood ones, which were hard to do. Wait a minute. I'm in the wrong place. The Worgens in the woods were really hard to do originally. They should be easy now. Wait a minute, there were like 3 quests being handed out here, wasn't there? Was that a glitch? That was a glitch. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. That burned. What, am I eating jalapenos or something? My gosh. What kind of groaning's going on back there? Tell you, that's the spell I'm missing. Exorcism. All this undead I gotta kill. And I'll wind up getting exorcism when I'm not killing undead. Because it's instacast. Well, these are level 24s. So we're gonna... Retrieve Blind Mary's Looking Glass. Okay, so that one's, we go up there. Yeah, you gotta make sure you pick these quests up. The auto pickup thing is not working worth a shit. Said they are giving away a free weekend or a free month of World of Warcraft if you used to play it. On the classic. I'm sure you can find the ad. They do not do affiliate programs, so they don't give me any credit for telling you. I think the only benefit that I can do for anybody that follows me is if you want me to add your email to my add a friend system to send you an invite, and then I think you get like 0 to 60 faster leveling or some stuff. Depends on what promotion they're going through at the time. Lich King had so many raids. I'm going to put some investment and time into it. We're going to build up some things. And I got some stuff that I built because I was doing it before. And I actually need to do it for myself. Like the Auctionator program has shopping lists to it. So let's say you're leveling uh, engineering or something like that. I have, instead of just telling you on a web page what you need to buy, I've got it so that you can import the shopping list and just buy it as you need it. Buy it when it's cheapest. Like you go through your shopping list and buy it when it's cheap. And then as you sell stuff, you sell it when it's worth more. I gotta go over here. Killing things I'm supposed to. I'm getting fingers, that's for sure. I apparently did not get the quest to kill the Night Watch. Huh. Skeletal Mage, Skeletal Warriors. Huh. I guess I did get it. I guess it just didn't pop up on the screen that I was. What the fuck, man? Yeah, you provoked him. Go kill him. He was standing next to that thing. Set it off. It started shooting at me. Oh, we're just missing everything, aren't we? I need a drink. Not only that, we're going to eat some mana food. Takes mana to fight mana. He must be waiting for the same thing I am. Waiting for that guy to spawn. Oh my gosh. This was always a pain in the ass waiting for his timer. Hadn't gotten any better. And you got 3 of us doing it. Am I waiting for him? Isn't this the looking glass? After that happened, I discarded behind the barn. There was an insane ghoul. Yeah, this is it. This is where he used to spawn. Just trying to figure out if I'm operating off memory or if my memory's faulty here. Jesus. It is just literally one more person after another out here. Because they get up to this point and then they'll quit because boredom sets in. How the hell do I get to that freaking... Ooh, that'd be some nice freaking wrist piece. Locate Czar. Oh, okay, so that's why we used to do that. There was a good piece of gear for a while. Fiends and horrors. Stormwind. Why don't we find... You know what? Just follow the guide. We are apparently going storming. We lost all the viewers. No one's listening. I don't blame them. How boring is this? Corruption Abroad from Argon, the Night Whisper. Tome of Valor. Tome of Valor, Tome of Valor, Tome of Valor, Tome of Valor. I guess we're following a Tome of Valor quest line. Man, we're almost at 24 again. Hit 24 and put it up on Rested XP. I will switch to my mage. I think I'm going to do some dungeon runs on my mage. My little level 21 mage. What I need to do is do some dungeon runs on my priest. But I haven't set my heal bot up yet, and I hate bounce healing. The Corruption Abroad. See, I don't remember this quest line. And I might remember this quest line. Once type deal, you know? To the Thorian Raw. I don't know where. Ooh. Man, when they built this new shit, let's make this the most annoying stair steps that have ever been built in a game. Yeah, that'll work. And I'm supposed to be on the other side of this wall. And of course, you wouldn't know that by any form of guidance that I got. I don't know how many people are still watching from the view area, but we got a good average time, you know. People listening. Normally I'd be doing the politics things, but man, I tell you, the politics in World of Warcraft, there's no politics in World of Warcraft. Guns of Glory, we can talk politics all the time. There's always a cross reference to it. Yeah. Okay, let's see if we can. Now I remember this quest line. Okay. Let's go down here. I'm not in the right spot. What the hell? The Tome of Valor. Dwarven District. Man, they act like I should be someplace that I can't get to. Uh, damn sure someplace I've never been. But I remember having to go down here for something. Is there more downstairs? There's more downstairs. The place that I can't get to might be through the catacombs here. Man, oh man. That is not what I'm looking for. How about I read the damn quest? In Darkshore. Okay, so what it's not telling me on my little map here is I'm supposed to be traveling to Darkshore. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm right in here. May want to train. I don't think I got the Iron Forge. Somewhere. There's a pally trainer here. Is that him? That's him. Oh, look at this. Consecration! Now we're talking. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. Exorcism. Now we're talking. All party members around 40 yards lose 35% less casting. Okay, concentration. Holy light rank 4. Summon the war horse. We can get rid of that damn elephant. Hand of freedom. Blessing of kings. Devotion goes to rank 2. Seal of justice. Fills the paladin with the justice keeps him from running away, I think. Blasting of might goes up. Let's fix our toolbar. Okay, so start here. Holy light, rank 3 goes to 4. Hey, we got a flashlight finally. Oh, the ever loving. Where's that? Exorcism, gotta have that. Seal of righteousness, sense undead, blah blah blah. Seal of justice. That's where we stun them. All right. Yay. Kings is awesome when you buy gear. I haven't bought gear in a while. I can go look at gear before I go this far away from an auction house. And let's go character pets and mounts. And there's my warhorse. Let's get rid of him. He's faster to cast and he fits through a door. It's like there's free flying mounts in World of Warcraft, but they take like 2 seconds longer to cast, and they'll get to the point of annoying the crap out of you. And then with, not that it matters as much as it used to be. You used to run around and get all the mount stuff for mount speed because it used to take you 2 hours to get to a damn dungeon. Look at that. Come right up to the auctioneer without hesitation. Let's go sell some shit, shall we? Wow, I had so many freaking, you know what I need to do? Auctioneer, full scan. All right. And let's go in there and sell some Murloc eyes. Spacebar. Lean wolf flanks, eggs. Crunchy spider legs. Let's get rid of that. Sure. Somebody's going to give me 22 gold for it. They can have it. I don't think they're gonna. Should be storing these eggs. Christmas coming. Should be buying up all the eggs I can just to make some gold for Christmas time. Got all this crap here I didn't sell yet. Let's go do that real quick. I swear most of this game, no wonder they increase the leveling, because most of this game is cleaning the bags to maintain your ability to buy and sell shit. Right? Dink, 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 dink. And then, what, there's some more shit up here? That guy. That's quest items. Quest items could go down here at the bottom. Think that. Man, I better get some more frickin'. There we go. Some stuff down at the bottom of the bags here. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. We don't need these bandages. And some more fluid. All right, pole arms. Okay. We always want more stats. Not willing to give up that much stamina this early. Strength and stamina. Defenders, 8 strength. But I'm giving up. There's 5 and 5. There's that. 3 and 3 versus 5 and 4. We'll keep what I got. You know what? We will trade our stamina for that much strength. Strength and stamina. We'll get that back. Ooh. Monkey. Man, did I just buy that very same thing? We'll find out here in a minute. Cloth. Back. Amy's blanket. Agility stamina, look at that. Oh my gosh, they want so much of it because it's a twink item. Twinking is still a thing, or people's databases are just that coercively out of date. I haven't seen a bunch of people yelling for twinking, so there's no excuse for 200 gold, level 19 items. I understood when everybody got bored and twinking became a thing, but it's not a thing. There's no market for it. Go back over here and re-clean out my bags again. Oops. Because you open the merchant because you don't want to look at his goods, right? Man, I want to throw that on the auction house. Till I'm ready to fucking use it. No, swear to, hope to God I can buy it back again. Oh, that stuff. Down almost 100 gold. Down almost 100 gold. Okay. The Tome of Valor. We are now going to the docks, which is not what they told me to do the first time. Or they were telling me to walk to that one damn corner because they gave me such bad advice on the directions. One of the two. Now it's 2,800. So just get down to the docks. I want to go level my freaking jewel crafting, but to be fair, to be honest, I don't want to spend gold to do it. And I just haven't quested enough to get up to where I'm mining enough tin to move to the next level of freaking jewels. Because they got the jewel crafting so far away from everything else, I'm going to wind up having to just stockpile crap and then go back to Exodar and knock it out all in one big shot. Time is 3:30. Did it just let me go to Valance Keep? It did. Look at this crap. See, you can't get to that central city till you're 74 because there's a quest that teleports you there. But is there a Jewelcrafter here? Because that would solve a bunch of problems. I don't see any information, guys. Man, I don't know that I ever leveled. I remember doing something with jewel crafting just because. Because I tried to do everything so that I knew what was going on. Not that I always used it. There's always people who knew more than me. But if you lose that person from your guild, you just can't be without, right? You gotta can't sit there and be hopeful somebody shows up. That kid's got a horse following. Nobody over here is telling me where shit is. Hold on. There's got to be somebody who might be able to level my jewel crafting here. There's a quest I never did if there ever was one. I don't ever remember firing that cannon. All right. Let's Google it. Let's Google it. Jewel crafting balance keep. It's not a commissar. Here's a YouTube video 1 month ago.
This is Lumen, the first device for hacking your metabolism. With just one breath,
Oh, hold on. Let me get my bearings here. This guy is showing us what? Holy crap, I can't. This is why you can't have these foreigners who don't speak because they know no one wants, they don't speak English. They don't even type text. They don't do this work. They just want a video out there. And God bless him, he put some kind of video up here. But I got to get a frame of reference of what he's looking at the time he's looking at it. Okay, so now I know where he's at. Let's go over here. Because if I say, hey, where's the Jewelcrafter and Balance Keep? Guess what I would be thinking? I'd be thinking when you get off the boat. He, here he is. Let's start that. We'll just follow. That's lovely. Of course, I'm low level and I aggroed something probably. I should not have stepped outside to reference his spot. I'm level 20 in a level 70 land. There's my corpse. Resurrect now. Go back a little bit. Go back a little bit. Fishing trainer. Kunakai Kusnor. That'll tell me what I'm looking for. Alchemy trainer. So here's all my trainers. I did not know this. Of course, I never slow down over here. Ooh, there's a good question. Light parchment, heavy parchment, common parchment, resilience parchment. See, I also need to get to where I can send a damn enchant. Jewel crafting. There we go. Improves hit rating. All right. So now I know I can just instantaneously teleport from Stormwind to here. And do my jewel crafting this way. Huh. Learn something new. Let's go back to Stormwind. Okay. I think the far dock down here is the one that goes to Menethil Harbor. And I don't think you can instantly teleport to there. I think you got to take the boat. Is that the one? That looks like the right boat. Maybe. Goodbye. Should be a sign down here somewhere. See, isn't this the one I teleported from? Was down here? But I swore this was the new Menethil Harbor frickin' boat. Yeah, that's how I went up Balance Keep. We don't want to do that. Okay. I took a boat. I guess once you know it, right? I hear dinging. Am I missing a boat? Oh, here comes one. In. See, that's one from somewhere else. Man. I'm missing something here. It's called a fucking signpost. I know those aren't the boats because those are the modern boats. They literally don't have the damn signposts up here. That's a shipyard. Man, I think I actually need to get on the boat and not talk to anybody, and it'll take me where I need to go. Otherwise, I need to go do some running to Iron Forge and then over to the old way, you know. It was a lot of traveling, which I'll go do, but if there's new shortcuts built in the game, I want the new shortcuts. My guide freaked out. Travel to Westfall and find Daphne Stillwell. That's not what you had me doing earlier. No, I was doing Tome of Valor stuff. Now we're in Westfall. We're not in freaking heading to Darnassus. What the hell? I think somebody patched the guide and it worked one time, but if people like me who know things and start skipping things or start adding things, we confuse the crap out of the guide. I mean, I'll go to Westfall. I know how to get to there. Oh my God. And I'm taking a long route to get to there. Hold on. Hearth and fly. See, Daphne's out in Moonbrook. Moonbrook, I think, is where we were heading there. Show me where I can fly. Go to Sentinel Hill. Where's your compadre, the puppy? Hmm? Not that we should have a lack of trust. She's been a very good puppy. But puppies like to chew on stuff, and we hadn't heard from him in a while. So while we're flying here, let's locate the puppy. Oh, oh. He is snuggled up on the pillow on the couch, buddy. He said, "To hell with this crap. You all are boring in there playing them computer games. I'm gonna take a nap." Huh. Not my loyal little beagle. He's like, no, I gotta play games with Dawn. You freaked out last night. Oh man, I'm reading through the comments last night. Nobody was active in the chat and the live last night, so people are listening back. But I turned around last night and I turned around and said, "You got the Ukrainian president, who's an actor, comedian, doesn't know shit. Got to remember who he is. He is a Nazi, in case you guys don't know. That's one of the reasons the Russians have a problem with him, is Russians hate Nazis. This goes back to World War II. This is not new. This is old Cold War crap in the history. And the Russians are backing off out of the Ukraine, and they're declaring victory, blah, blah, blah. And I told everybody, as like, they just destroyed the power and infrastructure. They says, well, NATO will help them out. I'm like, where is NATO getting all their oil from right now? Oh, yeah, Russia. Because we destroyed the United States oil infrastructure where we could export oil to feed the rest of the world so they didn't have to do business with dictators and tyrants. But for some reason, the left in this country think it's a bad policy to let the people who want to kill others not have all the toys they want. So the position we're in now, and we're beyond the point of fixing it, we're at the point where we're going to try and blame Republicans for whatever the hell Biden's been doing. But Europe is going to be stranglehold by energy and fuel this winter. And as the Russians leave Ukraine, the Ukrainians are just going to freeze to death. And when Russia comes back next year, they'll have had time to do training inside their own country. They'll build up their forces. They'll replenish all their weapons that they need. They'll fix their weapon systems problems that they've had. And then there'll be a winter weakened Ukrainians, if for the few that are left today. Those that survive will be hardened son of bitches, don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, there won't be as many of them. The winter is going to do the work that the Russians couldn't do. We're doing kings now. We're going to be stunning crap just because we can. She don't stun for shit. Exorcism. Oh, that used to be Instacast. Uh, okay, I did the Moonbrook thing. Tome of Valor. Where? Oh, this is a paladin thing. Okay, find down. Good. You lack. At the very end of Westfall, Longshore. A small house overlooking the ocean. Actually, know where this is. Okay. I remember this quest. Even though I only did it once because I only built one paladin. I happen to have to come out here anyway. I think I know where I'm going. Of course, I've got no arrow telling me to go here. Copper vein down the ocean. Tector. Okay, let's get off our horse here and wait for shit to come. You come back here. I'll come up here. Oh. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. All right. I got a phone ringing in the other room. Go get my phone, Leroy. Ugh. Do, 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 do. All right. What's up, man?
Got back from camp, meeting up with the group.
Yeah, I'm out doing I'm on doing some live stuff right now. I just trying to get some traction with
Oh, you're live?
uh-huh. Ain't nobody there ain't but one person freaking listening, I think. Yeah, there's one person on here. I'm streaming to the World of Warcraft where I don't have any power, right? I did a good live last night. No one believed me, but they're gonna find out I wasn't full of shit soon enough. They got into I went into a new GOG kingdom, and one of the guy goes, "How do you know?" And I was picking on the Russians, and they go, "How do you know we're not Ukrainian?" I'm like, "Because you wouldn't have power or heat right now, let alone me playing Guns of Glory." The
Probably a little less attitude.
Yeah, a lot less fucking attitude. Me and the Russians don't get along. For some reason they think I like to kill them. The Russians are Russians no matter where they are. But it's also the same reason that when they started talking about the Russians raping and pillaging and stuff, I went, not those 20-year-old kids. You know, the
I started a war with these Russians, and then they got all upset. You didn't declare war first. I said, I don't need to. I told you it was a military exercise.
I was explaining to them, like, well, Russia's been beaten. I'm like, have they? Or did they tell that? Is that what the news told you? And they go, I don't understand what you're talking about. Maybe you've heard throughout history this thing called winter that kicks everybody's ass in that part of the world. The Russians are leaving the Ukrainians with no power, no food, no infrastructure, no bridges, and they say, we'll be back next spring when it's thawed, and we'll just freaking move your dead bodies off to the side of the road, what they're really going to wind up doing. Uh, where are we? Where do we have to go?
Little do people know the only people that really successfully conquered Moscow in recent history would be Poland.
Right? Poland has been on the rise without any acclaim. There has been a lot of technology.
Oh, Poland's nasty.
It's well, I've been to Poland one time. I met it was part of a weapons trip. I met a guy that you know, they were showing us the different weapons of World War II. We were doing some history stuff, and the what the hell do they want me killing here? Tide hunters, really? And yeah, and what was funny was the guy opens up a closet. I mean, it is full with all these military weapons, and I was like, wow, that's a lot of stuff. He goes, they caught us off guard in the 1930s. Never again. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Speaking of weapons, you used to be an avid M14 shooter, right? Or M1A?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I still got a couple.
Okay. Bunch of shooting suppressed.
Suppressed?
Yeah.
It's hard to do out of an automatic.
I got a buddy of mine down here. He picked up a pretty badass Ruger precision rifle.
Okay, those are good guns.
Very, very.
Matter of fact, they're very close to the M1A. When I wrote the article on that gun, it's very close to the M1A in that it has a direct straight up rise, whereas like an AR gun has an up and to the right rise.
This is a nasty little rifle. I mean, it's a great bolt gun.
The
He's got a can for it.
That one you can get away with. I would say it's probably easier to suppress than an M14 would be.
It's a longer barrel.
Well, not just that, but
20 inches, like the 24.
you can turn that down. You can turn the spring compression on that one up with a twist of the knob and stop the gas blowback.
Well, what I was curious is what would be a good grain projectile to get the lowest amount of decibels? Because, I mean, obviously you're not going to
200.
spectacular subsonic loads with that thing.
200.
But still build
A 200 grain.
200.
180 is ballistically optimal when you get down to everything. The 180, is the flattest shooting and all around. But a 200, we hunt with those for a reason. They don't blast our fucking ears out.
He's running 168 for precision right now.
Way too hot. Way too. They come out of the barrel too fat. You get way too much sonic crack out of them.
That's just target load. I mean, precision load.
He should be running a 180 for a target load. There's no one on the planet who's ever outperformed the 180. It's the 180 boat tail. The when you're talking about 300 grain, and then when you get down into the 165, 170s, you're going to be talking about a 6.508 or a 6.5 millimeter Swede. Then the 165s and 170s. A 170 grain and 7 millimeters is about optimal. But when you go up to 300, because you got that increased surface area, 180 is perfect. 180s are perfect and they're expensive because everybody knows they're perfect. But 200s you can get from Barnes for about the same price as 180s, and you'll find that they're what you lose out past 600 yards, you don't care about. Well, if you're gonna know what I'm saying is with your building with a 200 grain load, what you want to start reading up on is people who build Africanized loads, where you're using a very, very, very slow powder. Man, it's escaping me right now. Hodgson builds a premium powder that's stupidly expensive. It's a super slow burning powder. And you might think of it before I do. Shit. Varget. Are you familiar with Varget? Yes. Okay. 200 grains is Varget. And you will, the guy will think I'm a genius. I would say that Vitagori got a nice marketing bump. Varget outperforms the shit out of them. I really think Varget's better than Vitagori. Everybody likes to throw that Vitagori ware around, and I've got a couple dozen pounds of it, but I honestly use it to trade more than I do to shoot because Varget's way better. What you'll find with Varget, okay, the reason I like Varget over Vitagori, so that there's some substance to why I'm saying it. Varget does not. If you took powder and shook it up, you turn those little cylinder grains into little, where you get little flakes of powder off of them. Then you get some random speed out of it for target prep. It will change your velocity 300, 400, 500 feet per second sometimes, especially depending on the temperature of when you're shooting, or the humidity that you're shooting at, for that matter. Varget does not powderize as easily when bounced around in the truck, and the shells are shaking the powder inside the casing, as much as Vitagori does. So Varget winds up being just reliable over time. If I'm going down to the gun range and shooting pieces of paper, and I'm carrying stuff from my reloading room in a styrofoam lined box down there to shoot then yeah, Vitagori might have some minute amount of advantage that I personally don't have the skill set to take advantage of, is what I'm going to say. Yeah, I mean, I can make 1,000, or I could make, I haven't tried it in probably 10 years. I could make 1,000-yard shot just sitting down and doing it without having to prep, and I can tell you right now, I would have never been able to tell the difference between my Bitagori and my Varget, except for if you have a box of shells bouncing around in the truck and you pull out the Vitagori ones, you're going to find them fuckers can sometimes be stupidly hot because they turn into dust inside the damn casing.
Which is insane. Using that, what was it, N130 or N120 Bitagori?
I have a guy, Charlie Daniels, as a matter of fact, who shoots 4570s at 1,000, and I load him with a 440 grain bullet with Varget in it. And he can hit. And he doesn't even shoot it with a scope because you can't use a scope. He's got a 12-inch tang sight on the back of it because you got to shoot that thing like a mortar rifle. What's funny, I mean, he's as crippled up as I am, barely walks around. He can hit a 24-inch steel plate at 1,000 yards with a 45-70, which is embarrassing to guys with high-powered rifles who can't hit the same plate.
All right, I'm gonna have to ring you back here. Just finishing up supper.
Okay.
Go
Wait, if you got it, well, you don't have a computer yet, do you? Oh, you're up in Georgia? Well, we can use the TeamSpeak. I don't have, huh? Yeah, it's still live. I did it. I don't know if they quit charging me for it and forgot about it, but it still works. But I haven't paid for it in probably a year.
I thought you got it for at least a year.
Is that what it is? Did I pay up a year in advance and then not pay attention or some shit?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. That's what. What are you doing for graphics cards right now? Man, why not? Oh yeah, you know what? I'm glad you're saying 3080 Ti instead of a 3090. I'm so very disappointed in this 3090. How much you paying for the 3080 Ti? Well, that's a steal. I would tell you that at the end of the month, the 7900 XFE comes out for $900, and it's probably going to be the most phenomenal graphics card that's ever been built. From everything I looked at on the blueprinting at it, AMD went and did it again. And 90 compute units, whereas like 5700s are like 45. Yeah, it's hard for me. The old 5700s, the RDNA 1 stuff, I've got 6700s now, 6600s, 5700s. I've got one of everything at least. And I can tell you for a fact that the 5700s, before they got into whatever it is where they were doing, the 5700s are one of the hardest graphics cards ever to beat. So if you can pick one of those up for $150, they equal a 3080 Ti. They put out in the world of doing work for mining and stuff, they do the exact same work and do it for less power.
Sit down in front of my computer maybe a grand total of 2 days a month.
Right. Man, don't give that away. Because if you decide to get rid of that or something, or I might trade you a nicer card for it, just so I have a 1080 Ti as a reference card. You know, well, they kind of got obsoleted on a lot of stuff. They suck down too much power in today's crypto world. But you're right, they're workhorses. When I had that kid come over and clean out my shop, I gave him my 1080 Ti, because I had that RX 580 or that 590, and I wish I'd have never gave him that 1080 Ti. I would have made $1,500 letting that thing mine for the year after I gave it away. I'd have cleared $1,500 easy off that card instead of giving it to him for free. Yeah, because you couldn't get graphics cards there for almost a year and a half. Yeah, now they're in the dirt. The 4090s came out, right? And already they're having a recall issue with those. And it's the recall issue that everybody that has been doing mining turned around and said, you aren't building strong enough power cords for these things. Because we now know so much about, because of miners, we know so much about how a graphics card draws power over what the guys who do gaming reviews do. Because like my 3090, I just had to replace the power supply on my computer because my 3090, I took a picture of it and I stuck it up in the Discord. It looked like a blowtorch had been coming out the top of my 3090. That's how hot the air is coming out of there, because you're talking almost 220 degrees Fahrenheit exhaust fumes out of that 3090. If I close the office door and leave this mining, I walk in here, it's about 85 degrees in the room. The computer's better than the heater in the house. All right, man. We'll talk to you later. All right.
All right, take it easy. Bye.
Let me go do that. Let me go and get on TeamSpeak. Bookmark, Roger Raiders.
Connected.
There we go. Oh my gosh. So there's 3 of you listening live. Oh. What games do I play? Man, I'm so fucking old fartish. I don't do any Modern Warfare, all that stuff that every kid wants to sit there and play, the Xbox stuff. Basically, it comes on an Xbox. I don't play it. I bought myself an Xbox One when they came out because I was bedridden for almost 6 months while my wife was over in Afghanistan. And I said, I'm going to learn to play. And what I played was, not Valhalla, Assassin's Creed. I got to play an Assassin's Creed. And I've got the new Assassin's Creed on this computer. I like Assassin's Creed. But I also found that I don't enjoy the game if I'm streaming it. And there's different types of games. Did he give me something else? Okay. You received the Bastion of Stormwind. I got a shield, which they gave to people that were paladins, and it was the shittiest freaking tank that was ever invented in any game. The retrieval of Marine. Now I think. All right, look, I did a big bag cleanup a while back up. Now it's going to be taking me over to the. This seems odd. We'll follow the guide. Sorry, I got on the phone. So for the Guns and Glory is the stuff that where I dominate the market on it. Which is a phone strategy game. It's not something people should be getting into. You can spend $800 to $30,000 a month. The game developers got to be crooked some bitches that were manipulating inside the game to try and get people to spend more money rather than create a fair tournament, which is odd. Because Fun Plus is a major contributor to what's that gaming council for fair play? You think I'd know because the girl that's in charge of the Americas is a Russian. You just got heard us gobsmacking the Russians. Dasha Ruby is her name. Now I'm thinking about it. And she was trying to get me into professional gaming, and I just don't have any desire for it. I don't have the focus for it. I can break any game down. I just don't have the focus for it like I used to. Uh, and it really didn't used to be focus. It used to be my freaking damn near photographic, my eidetic memory before I started having memory problems. I remembered everything, knew where to go, and I could think 50 steps ahead. So I knew what I was going to do and knew how I was going to do it. Because we used to tear these dungeons down. All right, let's go to Iron Forge. Because you never know which one's coming next. They need to build a light at the end of this freaking thing that says this is the tram that's coming next. But they don't do it. So Trike Games. Trike Gamer. Hold on, man. I haven't looked at the freaking chat in forever. Let me get over here. Create highlights, chat, restore chat. Oh, that live chat. There we go. So Trix Gamer, man. I got to put that in front of my eyes so I can see it bigger. And then there's the other part. If you haven't followed me for a long time, you don't know that I went blind. I was blind last year. I was blind 3 months ago. Completely blind in my right eye. Could not see. It was all black. I can now see out my eye. I can actually read some words on the screen over to my right hand side now. And then I just moved my studio in from I got a whole great big separated building that was my studio. Definitely some nicer things about my old studio compared to being in the house. But today reminded me that was a good decision because we went out and moved a counter out of the studio. And it's so cold out here today. Man, my fingers are still hurting. I just don't recover. Body's falling apart, man. I'm in my 50s, but I got the body of a 90-year-old. Had this 90-year-old body since my 40s. We won't follow the rest of the quest because it takes you all over the world to complete, but you now have the quest in your logs to complete as you see fit. Yeah. Fly to Thelsamar. I don't know that I can do that. Because I'm sitting here thinking that I may not. have the Thelsamar flight path. So if Tricks Gaming, my big claim to fame here is I build tools that help people. You see add-ons and things like that. I don't build add-ons, but I do build. I need a ride, and you can't get there from here. So if I got to go to Thelsamar, or run to Lochmodum, well, I get the flight path first, so I can fly back at least. Okay. So I got to go get a flight path, which sucks. Huh. Well, luckily I got my mouse set up nicely. Got an auto run on my mouse. I just guide my horse around. I'm at that level where I should just be able to run all the way to Menethil Harbor. Oh, Menethil Harbor. Someone's just hanging out. Who's just hanging out? Is that my YouTube monitor? Are you not allowed to speak to me? So if I get some time here, I got to redo my Idle Tools website because I took it down last year. I took a bunch of websites down last year. I took a bunch of websites down last year in an effort to try and get the leftist minded will prevent you from speaking assholes to just back off. I mean, some of my articles were 20 years old. I get it. I was ahead of the times. I told everybody what was going to happen, but that's because I study history and they deny history. I can't help either of those facts that I study history or they deny history, or the fact the Ukrainians are going to die because winter's coming. That was the plan all along. If Russia turned around and told everybody, hey, we're just going to destroy all the electrical grid this year. Nope. Like, oh, look, the Ukrainians are winning. That would assume that the Ukrainians, who had nothing, were instantaneous warriors of some sort. And that's just not true. Uh, just not true. Man, there's all kinds of mining stuff around here, if I could find it. Oh, that's underground. There might be one up on top. How close am I to 24? Very close. And I said I was going to stop this tune at 24, or stop playing today at 24. That was an hour ago. And all I've done is travel since then. There's a whole bunch of traveling in the middle here. There was a whole bunch of these early quests that if you didn't do them, you wound up grinding from like level 35 to level 50. In the original game. So you had to get a bunch of these pre-quests done so that they would open up quests later. That's one of the reasons the guide's kind of nice. Because there's essential lore in World of Warcraft that doesn't tie in anything. It's not like they tied the lore together, but they damn sure tied some level 20 quests to some level 40 quests later on. You know, when it said, well, we're going to send him halfway around the world later on, and this is the quest we're going to do it. But if he skips it now, he's screwed later. Lock modem. Ah, damn it. Ricola. I should be sponsored by Ricola. I cough so much. And I just did that. Okay. The Algonzin Gauntlet from Rockgar. Is that him? That is not him. That's on the way. So they're going to make me run all the way out there anyway. Man, I took a boat from Exeter to Stormwind. So this growth path is the first time you skip lock modem. Kill the needed. All right. Resist? What's he resisting? How'd he get behind me and stun me like that? Okay, so there's that. We just burned through a whole bunch of water. Do some kings. See if that gets us anywhere. Misses and dodges. Grunts. All right, so we gotta go kill some grunts. There's a grunt. So basically, we gotta kill everybody. Let's drag him over here and see if I can get him out of the hole. Let's see, I need one more grunt. There he is. Here's my pigeon. All right, let's get out of here. Man, we get silk cloth, linen cloth, wool cloth. These are the cloth givers who give, right? We'll have to come over here with a mage one day and just freaking clean house. Man, there used to be a mining node down here every single time. Now there's not. And we're walking. We're walking. See if we can find some tin nodes while we're going along here. And I kind of need to see what frick level the mobs are. I don't remember. I know they're low 20s to mid 20s, depending where you're at in the wetlands. The spiders, which means we should get some mining stuff up here. We do not. What the hell? Man, first time you made this run when you were leveling up, you'd died 5 times just getting down this road. I'm not even seeing a freaking alligator. There's an alligator. 24s. Not a big deal. Okay. I should have killed him. need 2 kills to... Oh, we need more than that. How much XP did I get for that? Wasn't much. Dang. So we went from 66 mana to... Wait a minute. Did we just go up in mana? Alrighty. And that will be out of rested XP. A couple hours of World of Warcraft time for them to digest later. I should have been talking more. This is my problem: is you're silent on these things, and YouTube kind of punishes you. We are here for entertainment value. Call of Duty Warzone 2.0. See, everything's 2.0 is better, bigger, greater. The game, the different versions of Call of Duty all look the same to me. Uh, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll download some Call of Duty and just see if I still suck at first-person shooter games. Yeah, I always have sucked at them. There's that. There's that. All right. I appreciate it. Anybody that listened on, I'm sorry there's so much silence. Random talk. Me doing my thing. Uh, I'm terrible on the World of Warcraft game as far as I just pay attention to what I'm doing. I lose. I enjoy the game. Therefore, I don't ramble on about history and politics as much as we do about Guns and Glory because there is politics. It's a game of politics when people don't recognize it. They're just always mad and they don't know why. Because they've seen it before and they don't understand. It wasn't good. I appreciate. Who's there? Oh,
Or an asshole.
there we go. Hold on. I was just logging off my live.
Fine.
Yeah, if I can figure out where I was doing.